Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. Maybank Investments Bank warned ASEAN investors of potential economic turbulence and a surge in trade tensions amid anticipation of more import tariff hikes if Donald Trump wins second term as US president. Although it sees potential cushioning from factors like tourism recovery, foreign direct investments and adjustments to supply chains across the region, it's that the ASEAN 6 gross domestic product expected to grow 4.8% in 2024 from 4.0% in 2023 could be hampered if Trump wins. The House said the market sentiment is akin to that of a teenager on their first date, playing it cool on the surface, but racked with stomach-churning anxieties and skittishness on the inside. It recommended investors to go defensive and focus on sectors with stable domestic demand and resilient cash flows. Solid picks include CIMB Group and Public Bank, insurer Allianz Malaysia and Celcom-Digi. Power and healthcare companies include Tenaga Nasional, YTL Power International and KPJ Healthcare. It said downtrading beneficiaries like Mr. DIY Group should be resilient, adding that growth stocks focused on domestic demand like credit rating providers CTOS Digital and FarmFresh are likely to hold up well. The federal government will incorporate policies for the adoption of nuclear energy in the nation's energy mix under the upcoming 13th Malaysia Plan, set to be implemented from 2026 to 2030. This is to support its net zero ambition by 2050. According to Bernama, Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli revealed this during a dialogue with the industry today. He reportedly said nuclear energy is now on the table as a viable option for Malaysia's power generation, as achieving the country's net zero target by 2050 will be quite difficult without it. The stage of putting the regulations, governance and policies in place for nuclear energy has been quite advanced in the government. The report added the move has been formally endorsed by the National Energy Council and the Cabinet. Rafizi reportedly explained to the media that the Ministries of Energy Transition and Water Transformation and Science, Technology and Innovation are currently working to develop a legal and regulatory framework to govern the use of nuclear energy. He also stressed that the government's policies and regulations will need to meet stringent international standards before any nuclear project can proceed. Malaysia aims to attract affluent locals and foreign nationals with assets under management between 500 million and 1.2 billion ringgit to establish their family offices in the country over the next 5 years. A family office is a comprehensive wealth and asset management firm that works with ultra-high net worth families to grow and transfer wealth across generations. Finance Minister Tun Datuk Sri Amir Hamzah Azizan said in Parliament that the move is expected to generate local investments of 40 million to 110 million ringgit, directed towards high-growth, high-value sectors. He highlighted that the family office sector is projected to grow by 75% globally by 2030, and that the Securities Commission also expects a potential economic multiplier effect of 3 to 5 times the local investment within the first 5 years. On the planned implementation of the targeted RON 95 subsidy, the minister said the top 15% income group will not be solely defined by the household income survey. He said the government will consider additional criteria for a more comprehensive view of this income bracket. The Road Transport Department and Transport Ministry are facing a copyright infringement claim over the special MADANI vehicle registration plates. Hassan Azhari Hashim, Program Director with fundraising consultancy firm Ilham Madani, issued a letter of demand claiming 1.3 million ringgit over misuse and violation of his intellectual property rights and copyrights. Hassan claims that he was the registered creator and owner of the idea to work alongside the government to issue the special number plates Madani 1 to Madani 999. According to the letter of demand cited by The Edge, Hassan had written a series of letters to Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and the Prime Minister's Department from February last year, proposing a collaboration to sell the number plates. He said he was informed that existing provisions only permit the RTD to issue the special number plates. Hassan alleged, however, that he found out last month via an RTD notice that the special registration plates were being issued with minimum bids of 100 ringgit. The government entities could face legal action should they fail to pay the stipulated sum within 7 days. IOI Corp has allocated part of its aged plantation land bank in Johor to build a solar power plant in a move to venture into the renewable energy sector. The group did not disclose the land size, saying the project is still in its early stages. IOI Corp MD and CEO Datuk Lee Yao Chua said the solar power project will be developed through a consortium comprising 3 or 4 partners. However, as it is still in the preliminary stages, he said the group is unable to disclose other details. The project, he said, is expected to generate additional revenue streams for the group, which hopes to secure regulatory approvals for the project by the first quarter of next year. Lee also touched on the revision of the minimum wage to 1,700 ringgit from 1,500 ringgit, which, together with the introduction of mandatory foreign worker contribution to the EPF, will impact less than 1.5% of the group's annual net profit. Lee said the overall impact would be manageable. Still, he proposed that the government implement this policy in a gradual manner, starting with a 2% contribution rate.